Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a weekly reading vlog, a realistic what I read in a week. I do work a 9-to-5 job, so this is kind of like how I fit in reading during the week. Also, they are doing construction next door, so I apologize if you hear any of that. But today's Monday, March 4th, and I just finished getting ready for work. I'm about to head to work, but I thought I would tell you guys really quick what I'm currently reading. So I am finally reading the last Magnolia Parks book, Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I started this on Friday, I think, or Saturday? I can't remember. But I'm currently 358 pages in. This one I think is the longest book so far. It's like just over 700 pages, so it's a pretty big one. But I'm like pretty much halfway through now, so loving it, of course. I love this series so much. It's so bittersweet that this is the last one because I don't want it to end. Also, if you know how Magnolia Parks 2 ended, this book is just so heart-wrenching. So really enjoying it so far. I typically during the day will read sometimes like on my commute to work, during my lunch. Just kind of depends on how busy I am and stuff. So I will keep you guys updated and then obviously talk to you more once I'm home. But I hope you guys enjoy this vlog and coming along with me for a week of reading. And yeah, let's just get started. So it is 7 o'clock now. I got home, or I finished work, went and worked out, got home, made dinner, and now I am going to pick up reading again. I think I started today, like this morning, around like page 350 something maybe. And I'm now on page 418. So I read a little bit during my lunch break, which is probably when I get the most reading done, like during the day. And then I read a little bit on my commute. It honestly depends on the day if I read during my commute. Sometimes, like if I don't get a seat on the train or whatever, it's kind of hard to read. Also, sometimes I find myself getting motion sickness when I read, so just depends on the day. Read a little on the train today. So read a pretty decent amount during the day, and I'm pretty much just gonna read the rest of the night. I love this book so much. It's getting so good. Obviously, I'm so sad that this is like the last one of this series, or at least the last book about Magnolia and BJ, because I just don't want to let their story go. But I love them so much. So yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much spend the rest of the evening reading. I do have to like some dishes to do that I need to do at some point, but that's pretty much it for today. So it is Tuesday now, and last night I read quite a bit. I think I read like over 200 pages in total yesterday. I'm just eating this book up. Like, I'm loving it so much. I think I got some of my reactions on camera, but I'm literally laughing. I'm on the verge of tears. Like, oh, this book is just so good. It's putting me through literally every single emotion. But I am currently on page 564. I don't know that I'll get a lot of reading time today. We have some people coming in to work from other offices, and we have a team dinner after work, so not sure how much time I'm gonna get to read, but obviously I will let you guys know I'm gonna try and read. I really want to finish this today if I can. I have a little over 100 pages left. I'm gonna see if I can finish it today, but I don't know that that's gonna happen just because I'm very busy, but we will see. I'll keep you guys updated, but oh God, I'm just loving this book so much, and I like want to finish it, but I also don't want it to end, you know? Hi guys, so it is Wednesday now. I'm about to head to work, which is why I'm like, you know, in a blazer, my work attire. But last night I did end up finishing Magnolia Park's Long Way Home, and it was so good. I feel like it was the perfect ending. I feel like it wrapped up a lot of things that I wanted it to, and it was just the perfect ending to Magnolia and BJ's story. It was just, Jessica Hastings' writing is so beautiful. Like the way, I don't even know how to describe it. Like her writing is just so lyrical and beautiful, and I just love it so much. I'm really happy I finished it last night. It was so amazing. Now I am going to start Bride. So this reading vlog, I'm realizing, is basically gonna have like all the February releases in it because I didn't get around to reading them in February, so reading them now. So Bride came out at the beginning of February, and I'm really excited to read this because I have recently been getting more into my fantasy era, and this is Ali Hazelwood's first fantasy book. I love her writing. I've read both Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain, and loved them both. So I'm really excited to read this. I've heard some mixed reviews on it, so I'm excited to see like how it is. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start this today. So I'll let you guys know how it goes, but I'm really excited to get into this. Vampire and werewolf, it's giving Twilight, so I'm excited. So it is Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. And I got to page 76 last night of Bride. I'm enjoying it. I will say it is a little confusing at first, as I feel like most fantasies are. They're just a little confusing at the beginning because you're just learning all the politics and everything of the world. Basically, Misery, she's a vampire, and she is kind of forced into this marriage of convenience with Lo, who is a werewolf, because the two species, the vampires and the werewolves, are kind of trying to like create a little bit of like a, they want to keep like peace between the two, so they're like forcing a marriage between a vampire and a werewolf to kind of keep that peace. But Misery is also trying to figure out what happened to her best friend, and she thinks that Lo might have something to do with it because her best friend went missing. So that's kind of also why she agreed to the marriage, because she wasn't going to agree to it, and then she agreed to it because she's trying to figure out what happened to her best friend. So that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like that's like the gist of the story. And now we're just gonna see where it goes. I'm excited to read today and see where this goes, hopefully get more into this. I'm so tired today for some reason. I was exhausted last night too. I don't know why, but like last night I was trying to read and I was literally like falling asleep. So hopefully I get through a good portion of this today, but I'm just tired. It's been a long week, you guys. It's been a long week. But yeah, I'm about to head to work, and I will keep you guys updated with how this is going. Theory about something that just happened. I'm on page 134 in this, like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically something was revealed, and now I have this theory about what I think could potentially be happening and what the connection between two characters are, but I'm not sure, so we'll find out. Friday now, and I just got home from work. It is a gross rainy Friday out. It is like, the weather is just terrible, so I think I'm just gonna stay in. I don't think I'm gonna do anything this Friday. I'm just gonna stay in. I actually really want to finish this book because I only have like a little, probably like a third of the book left. I'm currently on page 254. And I read quite a bit last night, and I feel like it's really starting to finally pick up and like get interesting. I will say the beginning, probably like, I don't know, first like 100 to 120 pages, I was honestly kind of bored. Obviously with it being more fantasy, there's like some world building and everything, but also I just didn't really feel like, I don't know, like I couldn't understand what the plot was gonna be, but then like things started to get really good. There became more of a connection between Misery and Lo, and then now they kind of have this thing that they're working towards together, which I feel like kind of brings this bond between them. And there's, yeah, it's just getting really good. There's some tension building, and yeah, I'm really starting to enjoy it. So also I just noticed on the back, they call this a paranormal romance. I don't know why I've been saying fantasy. I feel like it's kind of fantasy-esque. I don't really know, but yeah, so I have a little over 100 pages left. So I think I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. I'm gonna make some dinner here. But yeah, I will let you guys know how it's going. But I am enjoying it. I don't think it's like my favorite book of all time. Honestly, I think I'm liking it mostly because of Ali Hazelwood's writing. Because I'm gonna be honest, the vampire werewolf thing isn't really intriguing to me. Like, I love fantasy that's like fairies and fae and that kind of stuff, but like something about werewolves and stuff just in vampires isn't really intriguing to me. But I love Ali Hazelwood's writing so much that I'm enjoying this, I think, more because of that. So we'll see how it goes and I'll let you guys know. I don't know if I'll update you again before I finish, but we'll see. So it is Saturday now and I am about to head to the grocery store actually, but I thought I would update you guys a little bit on my reading and where I'm at. Last night I did end up finishing Bride and I gave it 3 stars. So I don't know, I just feel like it was good and I enjoyed Ali Hazelwood's writing, but I just didn't love the whole vampire werewolf thing. There were a lot of parts that I did not enjoy because of like that. I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. But also I feel like the politics were very confusing because you have 3 species, the humans, the vampires, and the werewolves, and they're kind of all against each other. But then there's certain alliances between certain groups and it just kind of got confusing. And I feel like, especially at the end, a lot happened all at once and it wasn't very well explained. Like, it kind of jumped over a big thing that happened. So I was a little confused with that. And I guess overall I just didn't find myself like really wanting to like read this book, if that makes sense, or not wanting to, but just like I kind of just wanted to finish it. And I feel like when I get to that point with a book, it's usually because I'm not enjoying it. If you are a fan of Ali Hazelwood's writing though, and especially if you like this vampire werewolf fantasy, I definitely would recommend it, but I don't think it just wasn't for me. And then this morning I started If Only I Had Told Her. This is the book that comes after If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. So if you've read that book, that is about Autumn and Finney, and it's all written in Autumn's point of view. And then this is a similar timeline, but written in 3 different point of views. So you have Finney's point of view, Autumn's, and then their friend Jack's point of view. So I started that this morning. I only got like 26 pages in. Obviously I need to run to the grocery store like I said, but then I think when I come back I'm gonna read a little bit more. I'm excited because I read the original book over a year ago. I've read it January of last year and I loved it at the time. So it's fun like over a year later coming back to this and like being back with these characters. The first book absolutely destroyed me and like shattered my heart, so I have a feeling this book is going to do the same thing. So I'm trying to, you know, mentally and emotionally prepare myself for that. So it is Sunday and I haven't read too much today. I went with my friends to a little, like, not farmer's market, it was like an artisan's market earlier, and then had some like laundry and stuff to do, but it is about 7 o'clock now and I'm gonna read for a little bit. So last night I got to around page like 200, I think, of If Only I Had Told Her. I'm really enjoying it so far. So I mentioned earlier that this is the second book after If I Had Been With Him, is that it? If He Had Been With Me. If He Had Been With Me. In that book, if you don't know, and this is, I promise, no spoilers, you literally find this out within the first chapter, but basically you have Finney and Autumn. They've been best friends since childhood. Finney dies, and then literally in the first chapter, and then you have kind of the lead up to what happened, them becoming close as children, and then how their friendship grew over like the next 18 years or something. So that book's all from Autumn's point of view. And then If I Had Only Told Her is from 3 different point of views. So the first one is from Finney's point of view, and it is the like few days leading up to his death. So I read that part last night, and then now I'm on Jack's point of view, which Jack is one of his best friends. So it's Jack's point of view after Finney's death, and then you also get Autumn's point of view at the end, which there was kind of like an open ending left at the end of If He Had Been With Me. So I'm excited to see like if they're going to further expand on that, because I feel like it was kind of left like a little bit of a cliffhanger. So I'm like hoping that we get more of that in this, but it's a really fast read. It is YA, so it's pretty quick to read. I'll probably end up finishing it today, to be honest. I'm enjoying it. It is nice to like get back to these characters. It did take me a little bit to get into it just because it has been over a year since I read the first book, so I was kind of trying to like remember what all was happening and the connections between the characters, but now I feel like I'm remembering things. It's really good. Last night literally almost cried during part of it. Like, it's just so emotional, and the writing of it is just so good. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and read now for a little bit. I also need to start editing this video, so, but I really want to read. We'll see what happens. If this video comes out a couple days late, it's probably because I didn't edit the video when I was supposed to and was actually reading instead. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish this book tonight if I can. Okay, so last night I did end up finishing If Only I Had Told Her, and I did enjoy it, but I feel like I was expecting more. So I think I said this before, but the like first part is from Finney's perspective, and it's kind of like what happened leading up to him dying. And I liked getting his point of view and kind of seeing how he was feeling. And then you get his friend Jack's point of view, which I kind of thought was random. I enjoyed his point of view. I feel like it talks a lot about grief and obviously like losing a friend. And then you get Autumn's point of view, and I was hoping for so much more from her point of view. And I don't know, it wasn't what I was expecting, I guess. So I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. It was still good. I'm glad I read it, especially if you like the first book. I definitely recommend reading this one, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. So we've officially read for an entire week together. This is kind of a realistic reading week for me. I've been keeping track of how many pages I have read each day, so I thought that we could go through them and then add them up. So Monday, I read 205 pages of Magnolia Parks 3. Tuesday, I read 144 pages of Magnolia Parks 3 and finished it. Wednesday, I read 75 pages of Bride. Thursday, I read 143 pages of Bride. Friday, I read 178 pages of Bride and finished it. Saturday, I read 200 pages of If Only I Had Told Her, and then yesterday I read 191 pages of If Only I Had Told Her and finished it, for a grand total of 1,136 pages, which, if you don't follow me on TikTok, I have been doing kind of these what I read in a week posts pretty much every week, and kind of like just tracking how much I read each week, and I feel like that's pretty average for me. Like anywhere around 1,000 pages is usually pretty average for me on what I can read a week. Obviously every week differs depending on how busy I am and stuff. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for a realistic reading week. I had a lot of fun. If you guys want to see more of these, definitely let me know. I think these are a lot of fun. They're very chill, fun vlogs, so I like that a lot. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!